This is one of the streams that borders the property. This doesn't run in the summer, and we've had 3.5, 4 days of rain, and now look at it. So we cleared this area a couple of months ago. Still got to rake out some of the rubbish that's in the middle of it, but it's flowing pretty well. And the dogs find it fascinating. Ciao, ciao.
See you in a few weeks.
Bye.
And as for the tractor, it's broken down again. So we had a few days of using it, and then it's decided not to work. So this will sit here until Justin comes back, and then we will book it in again, and it is definitely gonna go because we need to get it fixed. So I'm going to have to come back to this. It's not something I can finish on my own. Getting the cover on was a bit of a nightmare, but I managed it. But I think the frame is distorted. I think when we had all the high winds, I think now the frame has moved slightly and I can't seem to get the cover all the way over to the ground, which means then I can't tie it to the frame. So I'm going to have to wait till hopefully somebody comes visit, and then I'll ask them to hold the cover and then I'll tie it down. It's a bit of a pain in the neck because I was hoping to put the seeds in here. So I just got to hope we don't get any wind over the next few days. We are expected a bit of rain, so we'll see how we go. If the weather looks like it's going to be bad, I'm going to have to pull the cover off again. I really don't want to try and have to put that back on again all on my own, because it's not easy. I'm just taking the fur babies for a walk. Couldn't go first thing this morning. There was a lot of gunshot. There was a lot of hunting going this morning. And as much as they are okay with all the noise, it was quite close. So I decided not to take them first thing, just in case they got a little bit spooked. So better to be safe than sorry. So we're off now for our walk now. Justin left for the UK yesterday. Very early start, 4 o'clock in the morning. He's had to go back to take the Nissan back because it needs to be sold, because we can't actually legally have it here any longer. Hopefully this time it should be straightforward for me. Last time had a few things that went wrong. The pump, the tree down on the path, and a few other things. The big one being the chickens got attacked. Hopefully this time though it should all be straightforward and I don't have any problems. However, if anything does go wrong, I have a vehicle, so that will definitely help. Yeah, I was travelling from, I think, Santander to the UK on the ferry. Hopefully it's a good crossing. Not the best time of year to be going. He wasn't looking forward to it, the journey, just in case it was a bit rough. So I'm not too sure how long he's going to be away for. Maybe 2-3 weeks. we'll just have pups were definitely going a bit stir crazy first thing because they couldn't go out and run in riot. They've now learnt how to do zoomies. But Daisy's a lot quicker. She's more of an athletic build. So Duke's just built like a tank. And he can't keep up, bless him. He does try, but he can't keep up. I do need to be a little bit careful where I walk them at the moment because of the processionary caterpillars. There's quite a few pine trees around here. The one on the corner of our property, we actually noticed last week that the caterpillars were coming down, which we were quite surprised about because it's still only January. So we did read up about keeping some orange juice in the house. It's meant to be really good if the dogs do get some of the spines from the caterpillars in their mouth or anything, to use the orange juice. I don't know if it neutralises it or what, but it will certainly help until you can get them to the vet. So we do have a couple of cartons of that on standby just in case. Hopefully though we won't need it, but you never know. We had awful rain and high winds last night, and the Polytunnel hasn't fared well. Oh, it's a bit bleak today, and it might be like this all week. It's not cold, but it's very misty, very grey and a bit wet. I've just made the chickens some scrambled egg. I've got an excess of eggs at the moment, so I've made them a bit of scrambled egg with no salt or pepper as a little bit of a treat for them. So let's go and give it to them. Right. Wait. Oh, see? Get attacked. Right, I need to put this down. Right, come on. Maya. Right. So Maya does get some special treatment. So when I have treats, she normally come up on my arm, and then I'll let her feed from the bowl because she's our only bantam and she normally gets pushed out. But we are planning on getting a couple more bantams just for company for her. Don't get me wrong, she gives as good as she gets, and she's a very, very vocal chicken. But she is my special little lady, so she does get a little bit of extra attention. You're a good girl. You're a good girl. We have had so much rain over the last 48 hours, and I'm just taking the pups for a walk, and I've just come down to the bottom of the farm, and I cannot believe how much water is in this pond. Our well is at least an extra metre's worth of water in there compared to yesterday. It's about 2 meters from the top now. But the most shocking bit is the pond. Yesterday it was 3/4 full, and today it's completely full. Well, I'm glad we're on higher ground, because with this amount of rain we probably would have been completely washed out if we were on the lower levels. Hopefully this has got to stop soon, because I've got jobs I need to be getting on with. So this is day 4. So hopefully the weather will change tomorrow. I'm hoping so. I'm running out of coats, because every time one of the coats gets soaking wet, I can't get it dry. The downside to living in a caravan. But hey, it's not going to be like this forever. Roll on the spring.